News 3's Leah Linscheid, who has a look ahead at the road ahead in the Hawkeye State for Governor Walker. Leah?
Hi, Eric. Yep, we're here at Walker's Iowa headquarters in Urbandale. That's a suburb of Des Moines. Now, Walker kicks off his announcement tour tomorrow, where he heads across the country to announce his presidential run. He's making 10 stops in this state alone. That's more than double the amount of stops he's making this week in any other state. And here joining us today is Craig Robinson. He's the editor-in-chief of the Iowa Republican. Thanks so much for joining us here.
Problem.
So why is Iowa so important to the Walker campaign?
Well, it's important to a lot of campaigns because this is where it all starts. You know, the proximity of a neighboring governor running for president, Iowa is obviously going to be a key part of his nominating strategy. And so this will kick off the entire nominating process in February, and that's why Iowa gets so much attention.
And he's already one of the front runners according to the polls. How's he hanging in there comparable to the other Republican candidates?
Sure, it's a huge look. I think he's the 15th candidate in the race. I lose count all the time, but he has been the front runner in the Iowa polls since February, and he's been able to maintain not only just the lead, but a sizable gap between him and the second place people in the polls. So that makes him, maybe he might not be the front runner in the race nationally, but he's definitely the Iowa front runner.
Now, what are some weaknesses Walker might encounter while he's here in Iowa?
Well, number one, you get a weakness when you are the front runner. You have, 14 other candidates with their sights on you. And so anything in your record or how your state's performing might become an issue in this campaign. But, he gets to set the pace. And so while there will be a lot of people wanting him to take him off of that front running status in Iowa, I still think that it's an advantage being able to kind of set the pace early on.
Okay, thank you so much, Craig. And coming up on News 3 at 6 a little later, we're going to be talking with a campaign spokesperson here in Iowa on what is already being done to help Walker, as well as hearing from some Iowa Democrats. They're sounding off on Walker's announcement today. Back to you, Eric.